Have you ever experienced a sudden pang of shame, leaving you wondering, why am I feeling this way? What if I told you that shame is not a single, all-encompassing emotion, but actually comes in 4 distinct flavors? Welcome to Wellness Lenses, where every conversation is a deep dive into mental wellness. If today's topic is something that appeals to you, please consider subscribing to our channel for more content on mental health and psychology. Today, we're delving into the fascinating and complicated world of shame. It's an emotion we all feel, but few of us fully comprehend its various dimensions. By the end of this video, you'll not only recognize the 4 types of shame, but also understand how to deal with them more effectively in your own life. Let's get started. Understanding the 4 types of shame is critical because each affects us differently and necessitates different healing strategies. Identifying the type of shame we are experiencing allows us to better address the underlying issues and respond in healthier ways. This awareness enables us to break free from the pervasive negative self-beliefs that shame can instill, resulting in improved mental health and well-being. Number 1, basic shame. This is the most fundamental and is frequently linked to early childhood experiences. Basic shame typically develops when a child is repeatedly made to feel unworthy, unloved, or inadequate. For example, if a parent constantly criticizes or neglects a child, that child may grow up with an overwhelming sense of shame about their very existence. Basic shame can be extremely harmful because it forms the foundation of how we perceive ourselves. It's like an invisible scar that influences our self-esteem. When children are constantly criticized or neglected, they may internalize these negative messages, leading to a deeply held belief that they are fundamentally flawed or unlovable. This type of shame can be pervasive and long-lasting, influencing an individual's self-esteem and relationships for the rest of their life. It is critical to understand that basic shame is not about specific actions, but rather a sense of inherent inadequacy. Overcoming basic shame usually entails therapeutic interventions aimed at rewriting these internal narratives and cultivating a more compassionate self-view. Understanding and addressing basic shame can result in profound personal healing and better mental health. Number 2, situational shame. This is the type of shame you experience in response to specific events or behaviors. It's frequently related to social norms and expectations. For example, suppose you're at a fancy dinner party and accidentally spill wine all over the host's white carpet. The embarrassment and shame you experience in that moment are situational. Situational shame is usually temporary, but it can have a long-term impact if we dwell on it or if it connects to deeper feelings of inadequacy. We all experience awkward moments. Share a story about your own embarrassing mishap in the comments section. This can help others realize they're not alone. Unlike basic shame, which is pervasive, situational shame is associated with specific episodes of embarrassment or failure. This type of shame is often intense and can be triggered by events such as making a mistake at work, being rejected socially, or acting out of character. While situational shame is usually only temporary, it can have long-term impact if it reinforces deeper feelings of inadequacy. It is critical to approach situational shame with self-compassion, acknowledging that everyone has embarrassing moments. We can reduce the negative impact these events have on our self-esteem by framing them as opportunities for growth rather than personal failings. Number 3, anticipatory shame. This type is a result of a fear of potential shameful situations. It's the worry you have about what could happen. For example, if you're about to deliver a public speech, you may be concerned about forgetting your lines and embarrassing yourself. This fear can be paralyzing, preventing us from taking risks or seizing opportunities. Learning to manage this type of shame is critical for personal development and achieving our objectives. This type of shame is frequently expressed as a what-if scenario, in which we imagine ourselves failing or being judged by others. For example, someone may avoid social gatherings because they're afraid of saying something foolish or appearing awkward. To deal with anticipatory shame, challenge negative predictions and focus on building confidence through gradual exposure to feared situations. By changing our perspective and practicing self-compassion, we can reduce the power of anticipatory shame and embrace new experiences with greater resilience. Number 4, existential shame. Finally, we get to existential shame. This is the deepest and, in many cases, most profound type of shame, as it concerns our very existence and identity. It's the sense that something is fundamentally wrong with us. This type of shame can be existential, causing us to question our worth, place in the world, and life's purpose. Existential shame frequently emerges during major life transitions or crises, such as losing a job, ending a relationship, or dealing with a serious illness. It's the voice in your head saying, "Why me? What have I done to deserve this?" To navigate and heal from this type of shame, deep introspection is required, as well as professional help. Existential shame frequently leads to questions about one's purpose and value in the world, fostering feelings of isolation and hopelessness. Addressing existential shame typically necessitates deep introspection, often aided by therapy, in order to explore and redefine one's sense of self and purpose. Individuals who work through these profound feelings can live a more authentic and fulfilling life, embracing their inherent worthiness. As you can see, understanding the 4 types of shame, basic, situational, anticipatory, and existential, can help you identify and address them in your own life. Each type has its own set of triggers and effects, but recognizing them allows you to start healing and growing. So, the next time you feel that familiar pang of shame, think about which type it is and how to deal with it. If this discussion resonated with you, please share this video with someone who might benefit from it. Your story or insight might be exactly what they need to hear. Also, if you've made it this far, a special thank you to you. In case you missed it, we're now on Substack. You can get free summaries of each video if you subscribe. And if you want full details of each video's topic, with references and helpful resources, we offer a paid subscription for a small fee. Just click the link below. See you in the next video.